Pakistan's Defence Minister Khawaja Asif was humiliated in the global media after he failed to provide evidence of his claim that Pakistan shot down 5 Indian jets and a drone in retaliation to India's strike on Pakistan Kashmir.
You've just brought up the fact that India lost some fighter jets, so let's be quite clear about this. Pakistan claims it shot down 5 Indian Air Force jets and a drone, as I understand it. India says there's no evidence of that, no proof. So can you provide more detail? Hold on. Can you provide more detail? And is this the response that your army spokesman threatened, or is there further action to come? Let's start with this very specific allegation of 5 fighter jets shot down. Where's the evidence for that, sir?
It's all over the social media, on Indian social media, not on our social media. The debris of these jets fell into Indian occupied Kashmir, and it's all over Indian media today.
You're the defense
and they have
minister.
admitted their media has.
The reason to talk to you today, sir, it's not to talk about content all over social media. I'm sorry. It's not to talk about content all over social media. I'm asking you very specifically.
Online commentators blasted the misstep, with this person saying they are relying on social media as the source of information about what their own military has done. Wow. This commentator agreed, saying a laughing comedy show is going on. Who has made him the defense minister of Pakistan? And the situation was made even more bizarre after it was revealed that CNN published an article saying French intelligence confirmed Pakistan downed the French-made Rafale warplane that was being used by the Indian military. However, in another twist, the Times of India are saying the article is fake, despite the world's media reporting on the downed craft. The alleged retaliatory strikes by Pakistan came after India struck what they referred to as terrorist locations in Pakistan-held Kashmir yesterday. And the intensification of this conflict is making the world very nervous because both nations have nuclear weapons, says podcaster Patrick Bet-David.
Why don't you tell me the Islamic Kalima? They don't have it. Boom, kill them. Now, why does this matter? Because when you think about the top countries in the world with the most nuclear arsenal, you know where Pakistan and India are? Neck and neck. 1/6 place, which is India with 172. The other is 170. And by the way, do you know how a Pakistani official just responded to Al Jazeera named Faisal Kundi? You know what he said about nuclear weapons? Listen to this. Our nuclear bombs are not meant to be displayed in museums. We will use them if attacked by India. All is fair in love and in war. He said this on April 30th. Today's the attack by India. This could escalate like this. And the reason why this has happened, a lot of people are talking about going back to, hey, when you think about, is this like a World War III possibility? Because we can't have those two guys go at it. Or is this more like Cold War, what happened where Russia was communism and they were behind all the Korean War, Vietnam War, all the, even some of the war that was happening with the Iran-Contra, they're behind of it? Or is this more like, in this situation, China's behind everything because they're instigating Pakistan? Is U.S. all of a sudden going to get involved with this? Russia's kind of involved because they got a very good relationship with India. 60% of the military equipment that India uses, they bought from Russia, and 40% of the oil that Russia sells, India is the customer. So there's a very interesting dynamic going on here.
CNN reporter Nick Robertson agrees, explaining Pakistan's government are not letting this go.
Yeah, we've heard a lot from government officials today, defense minister, the military officials speaking, and the prime minister. And the prime minister been on TV quite a lot, having a meeting with his National Security Committee, speaking to Parliament. But he gave an address to the nation a couple of hours ago. It was pretty kind of emotive stuff. And it was very clear. This is still headed towards the very clear potential for escalation. He said, India has to pay. The blood of our martyrs will be avenged, basically at a time and a place of our choosing. And that's pretty much the language the military here are using as well. The defense minister did say today that he wants to avoid an escalation. And although everything seems quiet tonight, and it is at the moment, I think the country is on tenterhooks. There's been increased shelling across the line of control, that de facto border between the Indian and Pakistani bits of Kashmir. India says that 12 civilians have been killed on their side, dozens of others injured. And after the sort of dust settled in the overnight attack, which was just over 24 hours ago now, Pakistani officials say that 31 people were killed, and among them women and children, and dozens of others injured. So everyone now has a clear picture of what happened, and Pakistan's laid out its position, and it does seem to be a question of their move next.
Nick,